Journaling. Art as therapy is well known in the psychology and rehabilitation therapy areas. It's renowned throughout history. I mean, if we look at all the great thinkers of old, like Plato, Aristotle, they all have one thing in common, and that is self-reflection and reflection on the philosophy of life and how they fit into. Introspection helps us to ground into the physical reality that we exist in and helps focus our intentions, set our place in the world, and how we see ourselves in relation to everything else, and live more presently with coherence in the moment. When we know who we are, how we think and how we feel about everything, the guesswork is taken away. We become more abundant in gratitude. We live more peacefully, with purpose and joyfully, because it's no longer about being pushed and pulled without knowing the purpose. So writing songs can naturally help you with processing your emotional, your physical, your mental body, and understanding your place in the world. Once we get in touch with inner voice, it gives us a chance to reflect on what's going on around in the world, or just within ourselves internally. So if you've never written a song before, you don't need to play any instruments or anything. It's pretty much just poetry, okay? It doesn't even have to rhyme a lot of the times, but it will naturally. When you tap into that energy, you'll feel a pull towards rhyming. So just start simple. Think about something that happened today. How did you feel in that moment? What was the environment around it? So think about the place, the people, the environment, how you felt, what was your frustrations, what were the things that were easy, were joyful, what really stuck out in your mind. Just to get an idea of how it is that you get into the process of reflection, and I'm doing it through the lens of poetry and songwriting. So, and then, if you are musically inclined, you can add some chords to it. So, went to the grocery store. They didn't have no bananas. No bananas, no bananas, no bananas, no bananas. But so the more that you start doing this, and it's just generally day to day, so you could be washing dishes, for example. That's how rinse and repeat came about. I was literally washing dishes. So rinse and repeat. It's no good for me. Monotony is getting me down. What key is that in? E. Monotony is getting me down, down, down. It's the same routine. Oh, it's E minor. Day in and day out, out, out. Going around in circles. I can't remember it now, but basically, taking the day-to-day, the mundane, and connecting back in with it. That's about how we get more present in our lives. Writing is for everybody. It's one of the best tools for communication. Doesn't mean you have to share it with the world. It's a form of journaling, and that's literally how I started as a songwriter. All of my journal entries, my diary entries, since I was about 8 years old. My grandmother gave me a diary, and she said, if you feel like you can't talk about certain things, you write about whatever you want. And it had a little lock and key, and I think it was Winnie the Pooh. It was a Winnie the Pooh one. Had a little secret key, and nobody has to know about it. Nobody has to know what you're thinking. But it's a way of processing, and that naturally turned into songs quite early, poetry and songs. It was just something very, very natural for me. I didn't even realise until I'd read back over them, and it'd be like literally rhymes and very poetic. And there were things that shocked me. Even to this day, I will write. We tap into our subconscious, our shadow self, our the unknown, when we're writing. Sometimes we might even not be writing about ourselves. We don't think we are at the time. We're telling a story, or we're exaggerating, or we're just we're amused by something or whatever. And then it's not until later I find this as a channel. I didn't realize it was a channel, to be quite honest, until quite recently. But a lot of what I have written in the past came to be. So this is another little thing. It's worth going back over your writing, or your voice notes, or however you want to do that, and checking in. How much of that came true? How much of it was real? What lies are we telling? So yeah, songwriting is available to everyone. Poetry, It doesn't even have to do, you can tell stories, you can just free write and get on with it, or step into character, because that's a really good tool of working with your shadow, understanding what's going on below the surface. So yeah, this is a part of a series that I'll be doing, talking about songwriting, talking about healing through creativity, and I'm wishing you much love, peace, light.